Hi everyone, we hope you're enjoying SPIEL.digital. We are here from Hen House Games and we're going to teach you how to play our little trick taker, Ugly Christmas Sweaters. We're probably just going to dive right into it.
I'm Hunter, she's Kim.
Yeah. Our reputation doesn't exceed us, I guess. We're gonna in this game we're gonna score victory points by building Christmas sweaters. So a Christmas sweater, for example, will consist of a bottom, a left, and a right hand sweater piece. You're gonna get these pieces through drafting. So we will explain how these are going to score the victory points a little bit later.
Yeah, so essentially you're going to be building your own sweaters in your own little maybe sweater area or tableau. How you build those is through drafting, but how you draft is determined by cards in your hand through trick taking. So we'll kind of go through that. So basically we could just put out a dummy hand maybe, and then
Let's just dive right into it and then we'll explain.
teach as we go?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so to determine start order, we will just, since neither of us is dressed very festively, I should have planned better. We'll just shuffle up the 1 and the 2 card, and whoever gets the 1, Hunter. Okay, so he's going to go first.
All right, so I will look at what's in the draft pool and what I might want. And there is a tree out there. So
now that you're talking about what you want, in this game, the scoring for the sweaters is affected by the fads and also by your Secret Santas. So if we have a look at the fads here, it's all green and all candy cane. That means that green and candy cane sweaters will score an extra 3 victory points, 3 for all green and 3 for all candy cane. Once we do this dummy round, though, we will go through the scoring a little bit more, and then we also have our Secret Santas here, which again are going to score us some bonus points. So those are the things that you're thinking about, but again, we will explain that further.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about maybe green, or there is trees in my Secret Santa, so I do want to lead maybe a little bit strong, so I will go like this. So I was the first person to play, so now Kim following me, she can play either a yellow card or a snowman card. That's how the following of the trick works.
So we're going to jump into a lot of rule explanation here because I am going to play a red patch. Now the patch cards copy the icon of the card previously played when you're playing after someone's card. So here we have a 3 of snowman. So my card is now a 3 of snowman and it is red because they keep their color, and I am winning the trick because if 2 of the same number are played, the person who plays it second takes the victory so far.
Yeah, so now we can also direct you because that might not be the strongest follow, but it is right now because perfect fit, which is a super trump, is 3, and then purple is trump. So trump, for those who don't know, basically mean any purple card will beat any of any value will beat a card that's yellow or green or red, even if it's of a higher value. So a lot of the trick is just comparing values of cards. So at this point we don't have any trump, but we do have the super trump out, which is the 3, so they're very strong. So I was liking the green in here and I played the 3, but Kim actually gets to copy my 3, so now it's sort of a super trump battle.
I like to think of trick-taking, if you haven't played a trick-taking game before, as like war, but with extra rules. So I guess we're just learning the extra rules. Normally it's highest value wins, but then again, then highest value, but trendy yarn is an exception, so purple in this case, and then perfect fit is an even higher exception. So a 3 will beat even the trendy yarn of purple.
Yeah, so now I'm going to play this, because it is snowman still. I'm going to play this purple 11, which is trump.
And I don't actually have anything that is higher than that, so I am just going to get rid of a low card here, but I can't do that one because that is not yellow or snowman, and I don't actually have yellow in my hand, so I have to follow snowman, which is kind of unfortunate because then I don't have a super low card, but I will just get rid of this one here.
Okay, so now that that's been played out, we'll use these draft order cards to determine who won, who was second, who was third, who was fourth. So since Kim copied my 3, she gets first. My 3 and my 11 are second, third, and then Kim is fourth. So that's how we'll draft. So we'll do that.
Well, here I know that Hunter would be scoring a lot of extra points if he got the green candy cane. So I'm just going to, since he has a 2-3 draft, if I took something else, he would get both those pieces. So I am just going to grab one of those pieces, and it doesn't really make too much of a difference which one.
Kind of does, because then I get to put these together.
But yes.
So I will draft second and third, which I get to start that. And then Kim will just have to take the leftovers as fourth. So now you see us starting to build our sweaters. So mine, I obviously want to build the 2 green ones to get that bonus point. So I've started that. Kim, on the other hand, has a green, but she also had to draft the red. So she wants to do 2 separate. Now, the one other thing that you need to keep in mind is you can build as many sweaters as you want, but as soon as the 3rd sweater is built by either Kim or myself, the round immediately ends and scoring happens. So you'll still be able to draft if you are able to draft still, but after that draft phase, then everyone just counts up their sweaters. So now you'll see how this shifts. So Kim will keep the first player, so she's going to lead in the next trick, but now we're going to be drafting all these cards. So that's the thing about the game, is that you need to keep in mind what you're playing as well as what's out on the board to make your sweaters, because now, see, if I want to make this, I'll probably want to make sure, even though this is a weak card, I want to make sure it gets out on the table and into the draft pool, and then maybe I can use one of my stronger cards to win the trick to draft it. So you're kind of cycling through, and you have to keep all that stuff in mind.
So now that those have shifted, we are going to drop 2 more cards.
Yep. You always keep a hand of 9 cards.
Yeah. And now also that we've done that dummy hand, now we can go into a little bit more of the teach and the rule explanation and just how you're going to score points. So we have a little score reference card here, which I'm just going to hold up. So at the end of each round, the rounds are completed when one person has completed 3 sweaters, but you do get to finish out that round. So it is possible both people would complete 3 sweaters.
And in 2-player, it's, since we're drafting twice, it is possible that you could complete 4 sweaters if you time it out right.
Yeah. So each sweater built is going to score you 2 victory points. Sweaters with 3 consecutive numbers are going to score you an additional 2 victory points. So as you can see, there are numbers on the sweater cards. Right now, Hunter would not be making a sweater that has consecutive numbers, but something like this one could be a 9, 10, 11.
Because the patches are wild. So that's another thing with patches. They work differently in the trick and then in the knit phase when you're building. So its orientation is wild, so you can make it any of them, and then it also, you'll see that it's though its color is always remain, its icon and its number are wild. So in this sweater, it could be a 9, 10, 11, and snowman. Doesn't get the color bonus, but...
So the next thing that can score, we need a green screen, is fads. So fads are the all green and all snowmen that we talked about earlier.
For this round, because we've pulled it. Now there's a bunch of fads in the deck. They'll always be randomized each round. So this round it's all green and all candy canes. So if you can make one sweater like I'm on my way, all green, or one that's all candy canes. So this is all green regardless of what icons are on it, and this is all candy canes regardless of what color the sweater is.
And if you built an all green, all candy cane sweater, which neither of us will this round, then you would get 6 points. And an additional 2 for just completing the sweater. And you also actually get consecutive numbers when you do that. So but anyway,
don't let your opponent build a perfect sweater.
All matching non-fad colors and icons get you an additional point. So green and candy cane is on trend, but if you are not on trend but still looking kind of dapper, so all red or all bells, say, those in this game would score 1 point additional. So if you got like an all purple, all snowman, that would actually be 2 additional points. So you get 1 for the all purple and 1 for the all snowman. And then you're also going to get points for your Secret Santa. So we will just show you our example Secret Santas. So I have Aunt Blue's Vibrant Christmas Sweater and
Cousin Rami's Ugliest Christmas Sweater.
So these ones here have different components. So mine has a purple and 2 bells. Now these don't have to be in the orientation shown. They can come in any orientation, but they do have to be all separate. So you can't combine a purple bell and count that as both, but you can count it as either or. But the purple doesn't have to be on the left side. The purple could be anywhere. The bells could be anywhere.
As long as you facilitate what's needed, it doesn't matter what orientation. Yep. So I think that we are able to go back to our next. Oh no. Oh, are we losing focus here?
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. All right.
All right. So that does cover most of the rules. One of the things that hasn't come up is what would happen if you led with a patch. So just to use an example, I'll just lead with a patch this round. This patch can copy any of the items in the draft pool, which of course I'm going to copy the 3 since it is a perfect fit, and I will lead with that.
Okay. So green or snowmen, since you copied that. So I will put my 4 snowmen out there.
Okay, and then I will go with a I'll go with an 11. Okay, so I will still go first with my 3.
Second, third, and fourth.
Okay, so I'm definitely going to want to scoop up that patch, and I just need to think about where I want to put it. Right now, I don't actually have a left or right in my hand, because normally that's what I would look for. And so I'll just place it down randomly and hope for the best.
Okay, I'll be taking that because there's 2 bottoms out there.
And looking at these bottoms, they both are snowman, so they both.
There's always a good strategy to look at what your opponent's building too, if you want to do the old hate draft.
So I don't actually know what I want. I'll look at my hand. Does not help me. Nothing helps me. Okay, well, we'll just go with the one that's closest to me then.
And I'm happy about that because now I get the 9, and even though it's not perfect, I could get a 10 here if I get a patch or something, and then I could do a 9, 10, 11. So yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna draw up our next 2 cards.
Yep. And we'll shift the draft pool, of course. And Kim will be leading again.
So there's a lot of green out there. There is a patch. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to go stronger here.
Okay. I need to draft at least second, so I'll copy the 10. So, this is a big trump. So you had the perfect fit, which it's good to point out the 3 that is also in the trendy yarn actually would trump other 3s that aren't that. So that is a good thing to point out.
Super trump. Yeah.
So I'd go second because I copied your 10.
I believe you have the 2.
Oh. Well, I guess we can just drafting the same as we did last round.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am definitely going to start off and take the patch, but it's unfortunate because I feel that whatever one I don't take out.
But I still get to make my green, which is
I'm
fine
still
with
going to
me.
go on the bottom just based on what I've got in my hand.
Yeah. Oh, well, you get to draft. Oh.
Oh, yeah,
No,
I
you
do.
get to draft third.
Okay,
So yeah.
then I was very confused, but I'll take this guy.
Okay. And I'm happy because I get to make this sweater, even though, and that's another thing that we can mention is at this point, see how the 10's out here in the patch. So even though we didn't quite explain it, but when you're putting sweater pieces down, thematically, you're treating it as though you're starting to knit those pieces. So you can't shift around. Once they're in, they're locked in. So the one thing that you can do later, say if I get the 10 or the patch here in this round, I can knit over it. So then I would have the 10, 11, 12 to make it much more optimal scoring. Okay, so we'll draw up, and you're going to lead again.
Okay, so I'm going to go with a 7 of bells. It's unfortunate for me.
I'm hoping that is...
That is enough.
Okay. So purple was lead.
That was like a super foolish play. I wasn't thinking about the trump colors. I should have just played one of the smaller trump ones. But sometimes I like to keep the smaller trump ones for like non-trump rounds. Because like I know if they're just gonna lose this round, then I may as well. But I should have played the 2 of bells over here.
No, actually, just you know what? No, I'll go 5. So again, oh no, it's me, you, you. Because Trump.
Mm-hmm. And my own foolishness.
Yeah, so I'll just probably take the patch here because I feel like that's much more, that's more of a hate draft because this is perfect anyway, but I don't want to give that flexibility to Kim.
And I, unfortunately, am in the position now where, like, it's all bottom, so I'm going to have to start building kind of useless to the goal sweaters, but I will take this since it goes to my Secret Santa.
Oh, there was a candy cane here, so I'll at least take the candy cane because it might get a fad.
Mm-hmm. All right, and I will
Take yet another bottom. Yeah.
I didn't need that card, so I wasn't really...
You're getting pretty... I don't even know if you can see your stuff now. We're getting so...
Yeah, I'll just... Got too many sweaters on the go.
All right. So then we will draw up again. And I'm going to be leading... So I do want some candy canes out there, so I'm going to start by leading candy canes in yellow because I do want in hopes that I get to make this and then just end out the round. So I'm going to try and draw out some candy canes.
Successfully,
but trump. And then now I've kind of made myself, but that's okay because I also want yellow and or trees for my Secret Santa. So all of these things are okay for now. Okay, so that's Trump. Like you said, your strategy of keeping...
yeah, it actually worked out for me.
Pay off here.
I should have just went with the smaller other color, though. But so you don't actually have to lay out these 1, 2, 3, 4 cards every time either. We'll do it for this video, but I will just steal these
We generally don't, just because we know how it's all working. But a good thing to keep in mind is it's basically like you check, is it a perfect fit? Who's played it before or after? Because whoever plays the card last, if it's the same value, they are in it's stronger. Is it trendy yarn? And if it's neither of those things, you just go purely from value, because this is a trick-taking game where you're able to play either the color or the icon. So it doesn't matter what was led, as long as it's just you can play whatever in the value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you grabbed your 2. I'm kind of stuck with these. And a good thing to check there is, I'm sure Kim was keeping in mind not to leave me, I don't know what the options were there, but not to leave me with something that could end the round right away. Because if she had left me with a left and a right there, I could have just made my sweater, scored, and then she'd be left with a pile of unfinished sweaters. So, so now we'll shift our draft pool up. And it's your lead.
Okay.
So trees. You're still winning because you played Trump, but. So now we're probably going to get into values because we've played a lot of our Trump. So now it's where you'll start to see where it's mostly values are going to matter. As long as you're able to.
What am I doing? Okay, sorry.
Okay. And then I'm just going to
Also,
try to close out
foolishly,
strong
it's
as
not-
well.
not thinking. Yeah.
So it's you. I guess we can just leave these now.
Yeah.
So it'd be Kim, my values just from pure, and then 7.
So Hunter is likely going to finish off his sweaters no matter what I do here.
There is a way that you can stop me and also finish, probably. I need a left. So if you took the one left, I couldn't finish.
Oh, jeez, I was totally missing that.
And then if you just use your right on a patch, you could probably do...
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm a little having a
Or
day.
you could keep going, because there is an option to extend the round. It's really... That's the thing, is with it being, like, Kim is in the driver's seat right now, because she can draft this, so I can't put it here. And then I would just have to start other sweaters. So if she thinks she wants to try to score something more optimally next round, or she can just choose to end the round, and then I'm only going to be able to score 2 sweaters.
Okay. So there we go. You can draft one.
Okay. And I'll take this, and I don't think it's ever even going to matter because you have the one over there, I see.
And I'll
You
take
can
this
see
one
it,
and
I
finish
know.
it off.
We're losing some.
I know. Sorry, I will. Okay.
But
Great. So
that is a round. These would shift up, and then the start of next round, you have your draft pool already done. It's 3 rounds. Fads would change, and depending on how you want to do it, generally these would both change. But if you're playing with newer players, you can keep these the same, so people aren't thrown for a loop. So Trump doesn't change. Super Trump, people might want to just play it all 3 rounds. Totally your call. We tend to switch it because we play this more often. But yeah, so that will be set up. All of these will be scored. Then we'll reshuffle the whole deck and then disperse the decks again.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that is how you play.
Did we want to do scoring? Or?
Sure, yeah, we may as well do scoring here.
Yeah.
So we have our score sheet right here.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will just be player 1.
You can just put Kim right above it, yeah.
Yep, Kim.
Hunter.
Hunter. So for each sweater built, I get 2 VP. So I built 3 sweaters, which means I will get 6.
I was only able to build 2, so I will just get 4 points for that.
For 3 consecutive numbers, I was able to get a 7, 8, 9, and this will make a 4, so I can have a 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I would...
We should shift these down so you can see them now that the round's done.
So I would score that twice, getting me 4.
Yeah.
And did you get
Yep, I got 1, so the 10, 11, 12 with the patch, and that's it.
For fads, I got 1 all green sweater, so I will get 3 for that.
Fads, I got an all green, so I'm also 3 points there.
For all all matching non-fad colors and icons, I get 2 points for this one.
Mm-hmm. I also get 2 points for purple and snowman.
For the Secret Santa, I also completed mine because my perfect sweater will count as a purple and bells.
I was on my way.
Yeah, so number of unfinished sweaters and number of fads completed goes towards tiebreakers.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually have 2 unfinished sweaters here, and I have completed 1 fad.
I'm the same.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I will let you add those up because in my head math is a weakness.
There we go.
He's just like, let me show you this so you know how bad Kim is at math.
18-13 in favor of this one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't even notice at the end that I could stop you from completing them, so I feel like that was a little helping hand score there, but I feel like you do take in what's going on a little less when you are recording it. I will cut myself some slack there. So then you just gather up. So you leave your draft pool, you gather up all the cards that are in your hand and that were remaining. You're going to reshuffle those.
You would leave your Secret Santas to the side and draw a new one from the pile.
And I'll just do a quick show here that we would discard that, flip, getting a 5, discarding this and flipping. And then we would also discard our fads and we would get a new fad. And then we would draw up a new Secret Santa as well. So this round I would have Brainy Bright's Brian's Christmas sweater and
my cousin Venny's Christmas sweater.
Yeah. And then we deal out our hands again. So we deal out all the cards, each drawing up 9.
And you play 2 more rounds. And they go a lot quicker because we were obviously slowly teaching and talking about it. But it's about a half an hour, I'd say, with 2 players.
Yeah.
It's pretty snappy.
Unless you got a lot of analysis paralysis, then it can go a little longer. But yes, it definitely is snappy. And then we do have the express variant. That is just 1 single round. And the items up here kind of, I guess, like modifying the trendy yarn and the perfect fit change more rapidly, and the fads as well. Mm-hmm. And we'll be doing a how to play video for that later this weekend, so we might live stream that. We'll see how we do with our technical difficulties. But we'd love if you join us for that. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to drop by Discord and chat with us, we'd love to answer any questions you have about the game, or just chat with you about anything really, and just see how you're enjoying Spiel.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Well,
All
thanks.
Right, thanks. Have a good night, guys, or day, morning, whatever.
Bye.
Bye.